Hey there, this is Veena from Patter Cake, the channel that's about baking and much more. A warm welcome to my channel. Did you know you could make delicious chocolate walnut fudge in just 5 minutes and with only 3 main ingredients? Well, it's a super delicious Christmas treat that's also super easy to make for your own family or as a gift for loved ones. I have useful tips for you till the end, so do watch the entire video. But now, let's start making some creamy and utterly delicious chocolate fudge with walnuts right now at Patter Cake. We'll begin by lightly dry roasting 80 grams of halved walnuts. Let's set these aside and start preparing the pan in which we'll set the fudge. I'm using a 7" by 7" baking pan. Let's line the pan with parchment paper. We'll first mark the outlines of the pan on this sheet. And then cut it a little beyond the marking for the top of the pan. That's because we want to leave an overhang on all 4 sides, so that after the slab of fudge has set, it will be easier to take it out from the pan. Let's cut off the squares of parchment paper from the 4 corners. I've already greased the sides and bottom of the pan so that the parchment paper can stay in place once we've lined the pan with it. That done, let's start making the fudge. I'm going to use 300 grams of dark chocolate in this recipe. I'll be using 2 slabs like this of 150 grams each. Let's roughly chop the chocolate. You could also use a mix of dark chocolate and milk chocolate, but don't try to make the fudge with only milk chocolate, for then it won't set properly. Our other main ingredient is condensed milk. 1 full can of condensed milk contains 300 ml or 1 1/4 cups of it. So you'll have to set aside a 1/4 cup of condensed milk and use the remaining 1 cup or 240 ml for this recipe. To this bowl, I'll also add 2 teaspoons of salted butter. If you use unsalted butter, add a pinch of salt as well to the condensed milk. I'll now heat this in my microwave oven at full power for 1 minute and 15 seconds. The butter has now melted and the condensed milk is really hot. Let's add the grated chocolate to it. And after waiting for around 2 minutes, stir the mix till all the chocolate melts. You could also mix the condensed milk, butter and chocolate and then melt the chocolate over a double boiler. But with a microwave, this is faster. If you find some of the chocolate still needs to melt, put the bowl back in the microwave for just 15 more seconds. But the actual time needed to melt the chocolate will depend on the wattage of your microwave oven. The chocolate has melted completely and the mix is now smooth and creamy. Now let's transfer this to our prepared pan. Oh no! A small hitch during the shooting distracted me and I forgot something. I had to mix in 2 ingredients into the melted chocolate, but we'll do that now. No harm done. Usually, vanilla extract is added to chocolate fudge, but I like the flavor of rum extract, and so I'm adding half a teaspoon of it here. You could, however, stick with vanilla extract. Next, let's add in the walnuts that I've crushed roughly. Let's spread the fudge mixture well and level the top. And then tap the pan on the work surface a few times. And there's our fudge after less than 5 minutes of cooking time. We'll now let the fudge cool completely to room temperature. It's now cooled down So let's cover the top with aluminium foil or cling film if you want. And let's refrigerate this for around 3 to 4 hours or till it sets. You could even chill it overnight. After 4 hours, the fudge has set nicely and the top is now firm to the touch. Let's take it out of the pan. And then cut it into squares with a sharp knife. See that the fudge is thoroughly chilled before you try to slice it. In countries where it's cooler, this chocolate walnut fudge could be stored at room temperature in an airtight container. But in our part of the world, where it's mostly warm, the fudge would be soft at room temperature and would therefore be best stored in the fridge. I can't wait a second longer to taste the walnut fudge. It's creamy, it's crunchy, and oh God, it's so tasty. Take it from me, your entire family will love it. Do let me know how your chocolate walnut fudge turns out. And do subscribe for more quick and tasty recipes. Until we meet again, happy cooking!